Welcome to the UpNext AI podcast. It's Thursday, July 30th, 2026, and here's what matters in AI today. Our lead today is OpenAI's new academic research program. OpenAI says it is giving 100,000 academic researchers free access to ChatGPT's most advanced AI models with the stated goal of accelerating scientific research, collaboration, and discovery. According to OpenAI, the rollout starts with 10,000 researchers this summer and expands to 100,000 through 2027. The company says the program is aimed at researchers across science, math, and engineering, and that participants will get access to frontier models across ChatGPT, ChatGPT Work, and Codex. OpenAI also ties this to a broader commitment of more than $250 million through 2027 to support external scientific research and discovery. That includes a separate $50 million initiative called Next Gen AI. A few other details matter here. OpenAI says researchers will be able to invite up to 4 collaborators from their institution, and it says the workspaces include business-grade privacy and security protections, with data not used to train its models by default. The bigger picture is that this is not a small pilot framed around one lab or one discipline. It's a broad access play, and OpenAI is clearly trying to make ChatGPT and Codex standard research infrastructure for a large academic audience. From broad research access to a much more regulated use case, medical device compliance paperwork. A scoping review protocol published July 28th looks at verification and compliance standards for AI-assisted clinical evaluation reports, or CERs, and post-market clinical follow-up plans under the European Union's Medical Device Regulation, EU MDR 2017/745. This is not a finished evaluation study. It's a protocol, meaning it sets out how the review will examine the field. But the question it asks is practical and important. If companies use AI to help with these compliance documents, how do you verify the output, audit it, and make sure it actually meets regulatory standards? The write-up says AI tools are increasingly being used to speed up literature screening, data extraction, and report drafting. But what's missing is a synthesis of how those AI-assisted workflows are audited, verified, and validated against the rules. The protocol specifically aims to map published methodologies, human-in-the-loop quality control standards, and compliance frameworks for AI integration in these workflows. So the takeaway is simple. In high-stakes regulated settings, the interesting question is often not whether AI can generate the document. It's whether AI can fit inside an evidence trail that regulators will accept. Staying with compliance, the research picked today is a paper on a system called CompVault. The paper describes a retrieval-augmented compliance monitoring and report generation system designed to compare organizational policies with regulatory requirements, identify compliance gaps, assign a risk level, and generate structured reports with recommendations. In plain English, retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG, means the model pulls in outside reference material before answering, instead of relying only on what is stored in the model itself. According to the paper, CompVault combines semantic document retrieval, vector-based knowledge representation with ChromaDB, and large language model reasoning. The implementation uses FastAPI, all mini-LM L6 v2 embeddings, and the LexGLU legal benchmark as a regulatory knowledge source. The authors report strong metrics: 97.42% accuracy, 96.88% precision, 97.15% recall, 97.01% F1 score, and 98.80% AUC-ROS. Bottom line, this paper argues that a RAG-based system can be an efficient, scalable, and explainable way to monitor compliance and generate reports, at least in the evaluation the authors used. Are you building apps with voice? Elevate your app's voice capabilities with 11 Labs. Their API is a game changer for embedding dynamic, responsive voice interactions in your applications, providing unprecedented realism, flexibility, and latency. In fact, you're listening to one of their voices right now. If you are a developer looking to elevate user experience with natural voice interfaces, this is your solution. Visit upnext.fm/11 to check out their latest offerings. Capri Global Capital says it has partnered with OpenAI to bring generative AI into lending operations. According to the company write-up summarized by ScanX, the rollout will span more than 1,400 branches and target document analysis, policy retrieval, exception handling, and early warning processes. Capri says human oversight will remain central to all credit decisions. At Microsoft, the gaming side is still under pressure. The Verge reports that Xbox content and services revenue fell 10%, while hardware sales declined 13%, even as Microsoft's cloud and AI business surged. And TechCrunch says its Disrupt 2026 event will bring back an AI stage presented by Google for startups, with sessions focused on themes including the SaaS reckoning and the agent security gap. Before we wrap up, a quick note. This podcast is generated with the assistance of AI and is intended for informational purposes only. All referenced articles, research, and commentary remain the property of their original authors and publishers. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. And that's your briefing for today. Full source links are in the episode notes, and we'll be back tomorrow with What's Up Next.